Hey everybody, Rich from Elk Endeavors here. Hey, today I wanted to talk about something that I talked about yesterday. If you were following me yesterday, I talked about a bonus that I was going to offer, and then I forgot what the bonus was. So I wanted to offer that bonus today. So before I get started, please, if you like what I'm doing, please drop me a comment. Let me know how things are going. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Definitely follow me. I'd love to have you follow me. I'm trying to grow this channel as much as I can so I can help as many people as possible. And so that's what I need you to do to help me out. I'm working hard here, and if you can help me out by following me and give me a comment or leave me a thumbs up, that would be awesome. So with that, I'll go ahead and get started. So this is going to be kind of a short video, but I wanted to go back to yesterday's video. So the bonus, so first of all, I also did a poll. The answer was that you write down your goals, right? So I've been saying this constantly, right? That you always have your goals on you. You always have your goals, you read your goals every day, all these things. So that was the poll that I did, which I've never done that before. So I was proud of myself for learning that new skill. But then I also was, like I said, I was talking about a bonus tip that I was going to give you. And it took me until I went to bed, and I was laying there, and I was thinking about, I was envisioning my my goals and the results of my goals. And like I always do, which is what we talk about, that you have to really envision them and get your subconscious mind tailored to make sure that it's ready to go to get to your goals. And I realized that my bonus tip, this is gonna be funny, you're gonna laugh, is that you should write a book. All right, hold your laughter. So just hear me out, okay? So one of the things that I've been talking, or that people have been talking about, is the opportunity to write a book, right? And so if you set out, like if you set out to write a book, it's very, very intimidating, right? I've written a couple that I've never finished. I finished my dissertation for my doctorate. And I have another book that's a fiction book that I never got to finish because I started my doctorate. But and it's very difficult, right? But with the affiliate marketing space, I have been publishing content for the past 3 months. And ultimately, what that boils down to is about 1,000 words a day. So for 3 months is 90, so about 100, maybe 4 months now. 120 times 1,000, that's quite a bit of, that's quite a few words, right? So when you think about it, that's the stuff of a book. And so what I'm saying is that you don't, like, I'm not telling you, or I'm not like offering this as a tip. I'm really offering it as a tip for just to sort of illustrate that you might not have thought of that, but it's certainly doable if you've been producing content. If you haven't been producing content, but you want to start, that can be like a goal in mind, right? Like you might have in like 6 months, you might be like, well, I'll be able to collect all this stuff and curate it into a book, right? And remember, you're talking to a specific audience, right? So the people that know me and are following me, my email list, all those people, they know me, they know my voice, they know how I write, they know what my blog posts are like. And so all of this would sort of like, what I would be doing is like kind of taking it and pulling it all together, and it would be my experience as an affiliate marketer, right? I don't know how many books there are about affiliate marketing. I don't imagine there's a lot, but I would imagine there's a lot of digital books, like the one that I'm talking about, figuring out if I should do this or not. I mean, I'm gonna do it. It's just a matter of when, right? And even like when I think about it, like if I was to say, okay, I'm gonna write a book, and like I think about all the stuff that I've talked about over the last 4 months, and I could write, off the top of my head, I could go with like sections, right? So I could think about like how I started, not tips, but like the techniques that I use, the things that I maybe messed up, the story, my origin story, like my experience, my own personal experiences, and I leave I I don't know how I would finish it, right? Because it's never going to be finished. But like right now, I'm pushing I'm pushing the locomotive, and it's really, really catching steam. But I'm not there yet. You know, I'm gonna get there. It's just I'm not there yet. But like all that, like I can envision it in my head, like, okay, well, you know, these are the sections, these are the ideas that I would have to organize all my blog posts. And what I would do is say, okay, I'm going to go in, and I'm actually moving my blog from Medium to my own website. So I'm taking all that. Well, I'm not going to take it down, but I'm just going to kind of leave the Medium stuff there, and I'm going to link it out from my website. And now my blog's going to be completely on my website. But all that content is there, so I can download that and look at the titles. Like right off the bat, I can just tell as soon as I read a title, I'm like, okay, well that will go under my story, like my origin story, right? And if I was to go like look at one about niching down to your avatar, that would go into techniques, right? And so I would have all these posts, and there's writing there that is really good, and it's good content. And then I could just like, not really just proofread it, but like I would revise it and edit it and write longer and describe more. And I have a book, right? Like I have the beginnings of a book. And so that's what I want to talk about today, is just kind of like taking a step back and thinking like, okay, what else can I produce, right? Because you're trying to, one of the things that you want to do as you build an offer, like you're trying to build an offer, and I'm trying to build an offer for an affiliate marketing course, like I'm trying to build an offer for the 4% Success Challenge that will perform better than the one that I'm offering now, because I can personalize it more, right? So as I have more success and I can tell that story and I can help people through my own story of success, then I can leverage that into a book, right? And I can say, okay, hey, I can do an ebook and say, I'll send you my free ebook. It's like 150 pages and it's an easy read, and this is going to be awesome for you, and it'll tell you exactly how I went from 0 to 10K over X number of months, and there's my ebook, right? And that's the way I get people to come into my world, and then I can market to them and say, hey, listen, this helped me, this is how I help myself. Now you can do the same, right? You can say like, this is how, like I did not like my circumstances, so I changed them, right? You go by George Bernard Shaw. You attribute it to George Bernard Shaw, and then you move on, right? Because that quote, like that idea, is something that that's been like a base foundation, like a foundation of my entire business, is I did not like my circumstances, so I changed them. And I would have never thought to put it that way. I would have never even thought about changing my circumstances if it weren't for the 4% Success Challenge. So those are the types of things that you have to get through to your audience. And if you're writing a lot and you're doing all these things, you can take that and curate it into your own book that you can send to your audience. And if you're not writing and you want to start, just start writing. Don't worry about book. Like, don't say like, oh, I'm going to start writing a book. Like, that's way too intimidating, and it's too much for like someone who's trying to start a business. Like, if you're trying to start a business and you're like, I'm going to write a book at the same time, like that's very difficult. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but like it's very difficult. But now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, okay, well, I have the book written, so why wouldn't I use it, right? Like, why wouldn't I like look at it, organize it like awesome, like in an awesome fashion, make it fun, make it interesting, send it to someone that can design a cover for me, think of an awesome name, and like send it to the people that I love and care about, that I want to help, right? And help them through the book, right? Through my writing, through my voice, etc. So that's what I'm trying to do every day, and then I can have like a permanent thing, or a larger like entity that I can produce, and it's like a product that I have, and I can send it out and you can have it. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I hope that was, so I interrupted my 5 keys to success. I'll finish that series tomorrow. I'll wrap it up on Sunday back, and I'll wrap it up into a little series on YouTube, and send it out as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.